Really good to get a W on the road on the first game of the year. It was a hard-fought battle for us. I thought our guys showed a lot of character and resiliency with the way the game started, and just kept playing and never really saw any panic or any concern. They just kept playing, doing their job, and playing hard. So I was really proud of how we handled that situation on the first game of the year. Looking forward to getting back at it today and getting ready for a good U of L team. Got a chance to watch them play last night and been watching the tape from today, and I know they're disappointed, but they'll be ready for us and be ready for their home opener. So I know they're excited about that, getting back in front of fans. We've got a tall task in front of us, but we're excited about the challenge and excited to take this team into Louisville and see where we're at. So with that, I'll open it up for any questions.
Coach, what did you learn from your team week one? Obviously I know you're not that finished product you want to be, but what did you learn going forward?
I think the good thing that we saw is we found some guys. We had 25 players that probably hadn't played for us or played a lot of ball before. And I thought we played clean football. We got to play better football than what we played, but I thought we played clean football, and I thought they kept their focus on doing their job and doing what they're supposed to. Did we have mistakes? Sure. We got to clean those up. But I was really proud at the effort all the guys gave and how they played. And we got to continue to get better effort from them, and we will. But for that many new people playing, I thought it was really good, and was really excited to see guys making plays and guys getting comfortable in what their job was.
Coach, just your thoughts on having a close game on the road and just coming out with the win. How does that kind of help build some confidence as we keep going through this season?
Well, I think anytime you go into a place and the so many unknowns that we had with that team, because they changed staffs in the end of May, and there wasn't a lot of film out there. We were kind of guessing to what they had to do, so we had to go in and be confident in what we do first and foremost. And I thought our kids did that. I thought the young men played hard and played smart, and we got to continue to do better with that. But for them to do that and then get adjusted, and I think you saw in the second half, our coaches did a nice job of adjusting, and then the young men did a great job of carrying that on. And we had some separation there in the second half. Now, I don't like how we finished, and we got to finish better. But the one thing I did like, and I'll continue to say this, we preach don't look at the scoreboard, and I don't think they ever did. I think they just kept playing. We made some natural first game mistakes that kind of cost us. But it didn't cost us the game. And so it's great to come away. Anytime you win, it's great to come away with a win and celebrate the win and enjoy the win.
And Coach, what'd you like from your quarterback, Parker McKinney? You look confident throwing the ball. So what'd you like from your quarterback?
Well, yeah, like you said, I think you can see Parker's year 2 in the system, and it's first time probably his time here that he's had a consistent offensive coordinator and quarterback coach. So, kudos to Andy Richmond and Trent Stillman on how they've handled him, and kudos to Parker on how he's accepted it and worked and taken on the role of the quarterback. I thought he played well. I thought he anticipated some things nice. I thought he always runs tough, but I thought he ran smarter this time. Made some mistakes that if he cleans those things up, it would have been a near really almost perfect game for Parker. So, we just got to keep developing him, keep him healthy, keep him on time with our receivers, and make sure we're, continuing that development with those guys.
I don't know if you watched beginning to end or not, but what did you see from Louisville as you start to prepare for that team?
Well, they're an athletic, good football team. I mean, Scott Satterfield's a good coach, had a lot of success, and I know a lot of guys on his staff, and they do a nice job. I mean, Ole Miss is a good opponent too. And so I think you saw early on, they played physical, they played hard, they played fast. And as the game went on, it got kind of out of hand, I understand, but they never quit. They came back in the second half and scored the points they scored, and kept fighting until the end. So, they're talented. They've got new parts in their system too that they're trying to figure out in game one. And I've coached in that setting, and that's a hard game to coach. I mean, it's 8:00 on Monday night, and you got a game the next Saturday. So you're planning for 2 opponents usually that week, and you're trying to make sure you win game one. And it's a tough game to coach in. It's a tough game to play in. They probably got home late last night, 4 or 5 in the morning, and they're up at work trying to grade the film and get ready to go. So I think you'll see a different Louisville team when we come into town. I think you'll see a team that's corrected the mistakes they made. They'll play fast and they'll play physical, and we'll have to match that.
Roland, what'd you learn about your team week one?
I learned that we had a lot of guys, who transferred in, including myself. And, we had to come in and learn like a new defense and get a new team chemistry. And, we all got to see how each other played the first game and, adapt to that. We got another team coming up this week that we got to adapt to the changes, and, we can only get better.
Yeah, and how was it playing on the road? The road environment can always be difficult, but for being week one, how did you guys handle the road environment and dealing with the crowd and especially a new team in Western Carolina? They have a lot of new players on the team. So how do you guys think you dealt with all of that?
We got the win, so that was pretty fun. So, you always got to be happy after a win, but going on the road, it was a nice little road trip. The atmosphere was pretty good. They had a nice fan base, and it was a dog fight, as we would call it, but we came out with the win. We got a lot of things we got to fix, week one mistakes, but we're gonna come out week two and have all those mistakes corrected.
How much of the game did you watch last night, and just what are some things you're looking at when it comes to Louisville this weekend?
I watched pretty much the whole game. I just learned that they got a nice offense. The quarterback's pretty good. He's a runner. The read option is pretty good. So we gotta stop the run. And then as a D lineman, I want to pass rush. So in order to pass rush, we got to stop the run. So we get after the quarterback.
Yeah, Mo, you had that catch in the end zone in the third quarter. Is that you got Moss nominee?
It was a good ball by Parker and everything, and it felt great to come down with that ball and put us back in the lead.
Just take me through that play. What was going through your head? Just how did it all come about?
I saw the corner was pressed and the safety was a little bit moved in the hash, so I had a little feeling that he was going to come out and throw it to me.
Mo, first off, I noticed behind you. Second off, just as you go into a game like this against, you're obviously going up in competition now, taking on Louisville. How do you change your mindset from one team to the next, and knowing that you got to play a pretty, perfect game to win on the road in Louisville?
I don't really look at competition and like bigger teams and everything. I just kind of take it week to week. And we had the road win. It felt good, and had the 24-hour rule. And then I was watching the Louisville game last night, and I think it'll be a pretty good competition next week, and be pretty good to go against them guys.
It looked like they were giving up some yards downfield in the pass game.
Ole Miss is a great team. They have a great offense under Lane Kiffin. So this should be a fun week for us.
Yeah, Mo, talk about the connection you got with Parker there. It seemed like you guys were connecting a bunch on passes. So talk about that chemistry that you two have to be able to, get those good plays down the field.
We came in the summer and we just kind of told each other, we got to get this connection down. We just got to work. So we were just, we had to get the timing down in the summer, and we worked a lot of sort of the receivers and Parker. So having that summer to really get to work together and a little bit of the spring, it helped a lot.